We're looking at what I call terms of use, and we start with a song. This kind God, I never see your type. This kind God, blessed be your holy name. God really has the best in store for us. But what we're actually looking at today is what is called terms of use. Usually, if you download an app, for you to be able to use the app, even if you go to some particular site, they want you to agree to the terms of use. And usually we are just too impatient to read and agree. We just agree to the terms of use. But of course, the chickens will come home to roost when you now want to make a claim, because those fine prints matter a lot when there's a legal challenge. And people have almost the same kind of attitude towards the Bible. They have the Bible, they keep it under their pillow, they keep it at home, but they do not understand the content. And that's why you see a lot of things happening. It's heart-rending. In fact, in the press this past week in Namibia, you had a religious group or church, if you like, administering spiritual medicine through people's in-laws, and people lost their lives from that particular incident. And I'm just wondering, why would you surrender yourself to that kind of humiliation? If you understand the scriptures. And that's why the Lord was speaking in Matthew 22, verse 29. Jesus answered and said unto them, you are mistaken, not knowing the scriptures, nor the power of God. When you start to raise questions that are not scriptural or engage in practices that are not scriptural. John 20, verse 9, for they still did not understand from the scripture that Jesus had to rise from the dead. So people, can be mistaken, and based on those wrong premises, they can then engage in all kinds of activities that is going to be detrimental to their health and well-being, and even in terms of their relationship with God. And that's why you see people calling for churches to be regulated. But a lot of the things that you see these imposters doing has no scriptural backing. And that's why, as a believer, you need to understand the scriptures so that when someone is veering off the path, you can just correct them, or know that I'm not going to be part of that kind of rubbish that you guys are engaged in. So knowing the scriptures is important because it helps to banish ignorance. And people, this will not be the last that you're going to hear about all kinds of fake prophets and imposters. So you need to be the one to take precaution. 2 Timothy 3 verse 13 confirms this. But evil men and imposters will grow worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. So you need to be the one in being proactive so that you are not deceived and carried away.